Hello, I'm Danny Crater, and I'm here today to talk to you about water treatment in the system here in St. Charles. One of the biggest problems is that many people are dumping toxins into the water without knowing it. And today we're going to talk to you about these toxins and how they're affecting the water and how we can effectively fix it. Here's more on that by John.
Hello. So in the city, many people will dump these chemicals into their sewage, into their water supplies, for example, their toilets, and will flush them down or get rid of them that way. Due to the solubility of these chemicals, due to their polarity, they dissolve into the water and then proceed to go and can have massive devastative effects by killing wildlife or in harming people through making the water toxic or abrasive. Here it will be a table about how these chemicals are soluble and their polarity.
As you can see on this table, many substances like bleach, pesticides, salts, and other drugs are extremely soluble in water due to their polarity. Most of these substances are polar, although some pesticides are not, but all the polar ones are soluble in water, some soluble. Certain metals are not soluble in water and are non-polar in pure forms, but can still dissolve in small amounts. This can lead to problems, and these can be toxic to different wildlife and overall damage different things, as it bonds to the water can go to the treatment plant which treats it, but the trace amounts could interact with lead piping, forming lead in the water.
Now the water flows through the pipes, now bonded with those poisonous chemicals, and will flow down those pipes and eventually end up in the river, where it kills off many wildlife and also can damage people that decide to swim, although that is not allowed in the river, but people who fish, swim, or boat may be harmed by it. The water also then flows downstream to the water treatment plant, where although most of it gets filtered out, a certain amount that is safe amount will get left in. But at the same time, at that point the water is clean, but before that point it is toxic, and also down the river it can still be toxic to points where people will drink river water.
Hi, Tyler Johnson here. More on the problems if you dispose chemicals down the drain. Now, if you have a septic system, some of the water is released into the land. And if you've dumped contaminants down the drain, that can contaminate groundwater, and that will be a problem. But if you have a municipal system, these contaminants will travel through pipes and can corrode them. And when they get to the municipal treatment center, not all the contaminants may be filtered out. So, some contaminants that you may have dumped down the drain may go into a river or a stream, contaminate it, and kill wildlife.
Thank you for tuning into this public service announcement. I hope next time you take heed when dumping chemicals, and hope that you dispose of them properly next time you have to dispose of chemical or wastes, for that matter. Thank you and have a great day.
Don't dump your chemicals down the drain.